Have you ever noticed something strange about gold? Every time the world goes crazy, gold goes up. The 2008 financial crisis, gold soared. The COVID-19 pandemic, gold hit record highs. Bank failures, wars, inflation, same story. It almost feels like gold has a superpower. But why? Why does this shiny piece of metal become more valuable when everything else is falling apart? Let's talk about it. See, most things we use as money today, dollars, euros, yen, they only have value because people trust the system. We trust that banks will keep our money safe. We trust that the government won't print too much money. We trust that the economy will recover. But what happens when that trust disappears? That's when people start running to gold. Because gold doesn't care about inflation. Gold doesn't care about politics. Gold doesn't need a central bank. It's real, it's physical, and it's limited. You can't print gold. You can't fake gold. You can't create it out of thin air. That's why for over 5,000 years, across every empire, every civilization, gold has been the ultimate symbol of value. Not because it's shiny, but because it survives every crisis. Stocks can crash, real estate can lose value, even the mighty US dollar can fall. But gold? Gold is like trust in metal form. And the crazier the world gets, the more valuable that trust becomes. So why does gold go up exactly when things go wrong? It all comes down to fear. When the economy is strong, people feel safe investing in businesses, stocks, real estate. They trust the future. But when a crisis hits, trust disappears fast. People start asking scary questions. What if the bank fails? What if my money loses value? Where can I keep my wealth safe? And that's when gold becomes the go-to solution. Because gold does three things no paper money can do. 1, gold protects against inflation. When governments print too much money, prices go up and your dollars buy less. But gold? Gold holds its value. It's like financial gravity. It's global cotton. 2, gold doesn't rely on any government. It doesn't matter who's president. It doesn't matter what happens to Wall Street. Gold has value anywhere. New York, Tokyo, or a tiny village in Africa. It's global trust. 3, gold is limited. You can't press a button and create more gold like digital money. It takes years to mine, it costs real effort, and that scarcity makes it powerful. That's why during times of war, crisis, or financial panic, gold doesn't just survive, it shines. Because when people lose faith in everything else, gold becomes their final safe place. Their financial lifeboat in a sinking world. This isn't just theory. History proves it over and over again. In 2008, when the US housing market crashed, banks were collapsing, the stock market was in free fall. Millions of Americans lost their homes, their jobs, their savings. And what happened to gold? Gold soared to its highest price in history at that time. Not because gold changed, but because people changed. Fear took over, trust vanished, and gold became the ultimate safe haven. Same thing happened in 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic. The world shut down, airports empty, cities silent, people locked inside their homes, wondering what would happen next. The stock market crashed, but gold hit another record high. Kings hoarded gold. But this pattern didn't start in modern times. For thousands of years, from ancient Egypt to the Roman Empire to medieval Europe, gold has been humanity's backup plan. Kings hoarded gold. Empires fought wars over it. Nations stored it in vaults just in case their currencies failed. And even today, the biggest holders of gold aren't billionaires, it's governments. The United States holds over 8,000 tons of gold in Fort Knox. Germany, China, Russia, they're all stacking gold like it's insurance against the unknown. Because deep down, everyone knows one thing: money can lose value, banks can fail, but gold lasts forever. In the end, gold isn't just about wealth, it's about trust. Gold goes up, not because the world is doing well, but because the world is scared. Every time you see gold prices rise, it's not just investors getting rich. It's a signal, it's a warning. It means people are losing faith in banks, in governments, in paper money. It means fear is spreading. Gold is like a mirror, reflecting human emotion on a global scale. When people feel safe, gold is quiet. But when fear takes over, gold starts to scream. Gold doesn't rise because people are greedy. Gold rises because people are afraid. So the next time you see gold prices hit a new record, don't just look at the number. Ask yourself a bigger question. What are people afraid of right now? And what does that say about the world we're living in? Because gold isn't just metal, it's history, it's psychology, it's human nature in its purest form. So does that mean we should all run out and buy gold? Not exactly. Gold is powerful, but it's not magic. It doesn't create wealth, it doesn't build businesses, it doesn't invent the future. Gold protects wealth. But creating wealth? That still comes from ideas, skills, hard work, and trust between people. That's the real lesson here. Gold rises when trust falls. But the best thing we can do, as individuals, as a society, is to build a world where trust doesn't have to disappear. A world where money is stable, economies are fair, and people feel safe enough that they don't have to run to gold. Because gold going up, it's not a celebration, it's a warning sign. A sign that the world is afraid. In the end, gold will always be there, silent, waiting, watching. But maybe, just maybe, the real gold is not something we dig out of the earth. Maybe it's the trust we build between each other, and that might be even harder to find. Thank you for following Why So, where every question has a story behind it.